Every Saturday, a new family comes to stay. Some arrives early in the morning and afar, ready to begin their vacation. Others don't turn up until sunset, in bad moods, maybe having lost their way. It's easy to get lost in these hills. The roads are poorly signposted. This is the first line from one of my favorite author, Jhumpa Lahiri's book, Roman Stories. I have read a lot of her previous book. The Namesake is one of my favorite book, and that book is जस्ट अमेजिंग. वो स्टोरी है मूविंग आउट के बारे में, वो स्टोरी है अब्रॉड शिफ्ट होने के बारे में, एंड वो बहुत ही अच्छी स्टोरी है. यू शुड डेफिनेटली रीड द नेमसेक. एंड उसके सेकंड बुक मैंने लास्ट ईयर आई गेस पढ़ी थी, विच इज़ वेयर हाउस और वेयर अबाउट्स समथिंग लाइक दैट. आई डोंट रिमेंबर दैट. आई विल पुट द लिंक इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन एंड द डिटेल्स, so you can definitely check out. So today we are going to talk about this book, Roman Stories by Jhumpa Lahiri. Winner of the book. This book first published in Italian language, and after that this is translated by the Todd, if I'm not wrong. This book is translated by the Todd. So this book is translated from the Italian by the author and with the Todd. So दोनों ने मिलकर ये book translate की है. This book is just amazing. I mean उसकी जो writing style है, उसकी जो इसेंस है राइटिंग का, दैट इज कम्प्लीटली जस्टिफाइड इन दिस बुक. द फर्स्ट पार्ट, सेकेंड पार्ट, थर्ड पार्ट. सो बेसिकली ये बुक 3 पार्ट में डिवाइड हो चुकी है. पार्ट 1, पार्ट 2 एंड पार्ट 3. यू विल रीड अ लॉट ऑफ दिस बुक. वन ऑफ माई फेवरेट चैप्टर फ्रॉम दिस बुक इज द लास्ट चैप्टर विच टॉक बेसिकली अबाउट Fernell and the delivery. So these two are kind of my most favorite chapter, where a little bit felt very emotional, and we will talk about this at the end of the video, so make sure you watch it. The part first of this book, which is the set the equation, the boundary line, everything for this book, and which is all about vacation, which is all about watching someone, which is all about reading someone. So it's a story about a girl. It is narrated from a girl's perspective, जिसकी एक बड़ा घर होता है, गेस्ट हाउस वगैरह होता है, एंड वेकेशन पे उसके यहाँ पे लोग रहने के लिए आते हैं. दैट इज द फर्स्ट स्टोरी. एंड उसकी जो गेस्ट हाउस जिसका होता है, जो गेस्ट हाउस है उसकी बेटी होती है, तो उन सारे वो जो टेनेंट है, उन सारे वो जो वेकेशन के लिए वहाँ पे रहने के लिए आए, उन सबको वो ऑब्जर्व करती है, उसका खुद का माइंड बनाती है, मेकअप बनाती है, कि हाउ दे बिहेव, व्हाट दे डू, एवरीथिंग अबाउट दैट. एंड इनमें पता चलता है कि एक्चुअली दे आर ऑब्जर्विंग हर rather than she observing them. So that is a beautiful narration that you will able to enjoy in the first part of the book, which is the boundary, the retreat, the tea parties, and well lit house. So it's that 4 chapters or the 4 stories which is covered into the part 1. Another that first the one story I liked from the first part is well lit house, which is the last story of the first part, which is about the immigrant parents or immigrant couple with 5 children, and they are not able to settle into that. That is kind of a very good story that you should definitely read. The central story of the book is the steps. As the name suggests, it is about the steps, like steps about the travelers, steps about their individual story and everything about that. To be honest, the steps, it is a kind of okayish part. I will say it's not that great. It's a little bit average, that you can read it, you can finish it, but you will not able to enjoy that much part. And the third part, which is again my most favorite part, which talks about little traffic, like the delivery notes, and the last chapter of this book, which is Dente Alighieri. I'm not sure how to pronounce this name. Probably this is from the Italian word, or this might be the Italian word. So this is a story about that. So the only reason I'm saying the last part is important for me, because I felt that really in a emotional way. So it is a story about a woman at her mother-in-law Fernell. She talks about her long story about regret, reflection. She says something beautiful. This city is shit, but yet so beautiful. So it's a story about that, and it's a story about their relationship and their reflection. And if you have encountered any of the loss in the life, then you will be able to enjoy that story, and that's important part about it. Apart from that, if we talk about the writing and everything, it's a kind of better than average. I will say it's really good writing. If you are completely new beginner, then I won't suggest picking up this book, because there are few things you might not able to understand, few language you might not able to connect. So if you have at least read few English literature book, classic books like Jane Austen books, then you can definitely enjoy this Jhumpa Lahiri's book. It's the best book, I will say. It's the best story I have ever read. If you wanted to read more of these books, then check out this video where I shared a lot of Jhumpa Lahiri's books. And if you love audiobooks, then check out this playlist where I shared a lot about audiobooks and everything that you are gonna enjoy. So that's all for the today's video. See you in the next one. Bye bye.